Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. So in this video, we're going to analyze not crypto, but how much I make off YouTube ads for basically Google ads for YouTube. And we're going to analyze two different channels. Good Free Photos is a small channel that's monetized. Cryptocurrency news channels is kind of like a medium class channel that's actually been monetized. And you'll see like the rates are actually different. So I can't really share click-through ratios and all that stuff because that is private information, but there's plenty of videos of telling like what the CPM is and how much people make off YouTube. So I think that's perfectly fine. So on the smaller channel, Good Free Photos channel, I had 20.2K overall like views, but only 9.4K of them are actually monetized. And that's probably because I just recently got this the channel monetized, so not everything actually counts. Of the 9.4K that are actually monetized, I made roughly $51 from the 9.4K. So that kind of like signals kind of like a playback ratio of roughly about $5.25 per thousand. Now on the Good Free Photos channel, I had 150.5K. And out of that, 110.1K were monetized. So you can see there's a big difference in terms of the percent monetization. And I really do believe because one channel has been just monetized a lot longer than the other. Now, out of the 110K, I made roughly $600 or about $5.80. So the premium for like a medium channel versus a small channel is probably not that great. So it's really the difference between 525 and 580, which is roughly a 10% difference. That could shuffle month by month. And like I said, one channel's been monetized a lot longer than the other, and the other channel is slightly smaller and a different category. So any of those things can be making a difference. Now, my channels are completely in English based. I do not speak any other languages. If your channel is not English based, then you probably don't have nearly the CPM that I do, because English based channels make by far the most money. Most of the big dollar advertisers are English speakers. If you speak like, like I see a lot of channels like Indian, some in like Islamic script, you probably won't make as much because there just aren't as many advertisers targeting that crowd. If you really think about like the big advertisers, they basically target English speaking countries. And in fact, I've seen many like different language channels just basically get banned more often, probably because they're not really that profitable to YouTube as being one of the reasons. They do also violate the community guidelines, so they get terminated quite a bit more easily. If they do violate the community guidelines. So that's kind of like a breakdown of how much I earn. Roughly, I think you're going to get between roughly around depending on your category, you're probably going to get roughly around $5 to $6 CPM. There are some categories, for instance, like medical information and news, that pay quite a bit more because those are like the highest paying CTRs on Google altogether. But like those categories also have much stricter standards. YouTube is basically banning any site that actually proposes like random cures or things that aren't medically verified or things that go against the WHO. So you have to be more careful in that category as well. And there's a reason for that because some of the cures that have been touted for the latest pandemic have actually ended up hurting people. They don't want that, and YouTube can easily get sued if that's the case. Remember, like Ripple sued them because there's these scammers that keep on trying to impersonate like Brad Garlinghouse. And basically do these free giveaways. So Ripple is suing them. They got sued by the FTC. So YouTube is basically doing like a scorched earth policy because they're getting sued left and right. You might think YouTube's getting part of a cabal or something, or like they are supporting the New World Order or something. No, it's really not like that. They just have like 10,000 lawsuits against them. And anytime someone watches a video on YouTube and the video like says something stupid and they do something stupid because of that video, they kind of sue YouTube, and YouTube just does not like getting sued all that much or paying a lot of money because of those lawsuits. That's probably why they're implementing the scorched earth policy. That's why they're actually banning so many channels. And their bot is generally kind of dumb, so it can't really tell the difference between a legitimate channel and a bad one. So it ends up taking out all the legitimate channels as well. So anyways, roughly, I get about $6 per thousand, well, roughly about $5.50 per thousand views between my two channels. The difference between the two channels is like maybe 10%, but that can change month by month. I do get a higher percentage of playback channels on the larger channel that's been monetized for much longer. So that's kind of the breakdown of how much I make on YouTube. If you make, according to these statistics, if you get about 1 million views, you should get about maybe around $6,000 per month in terms of ad revenue. Now that's 1 million monetized playbacks, not 1 million views, but about 1 million monetized playbacks. And I think those are the people that maybe don't always click skip ads or something. And obviously, the longer your videos are, the more chance you have to put ads in them and the more they would actually be worth. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please ask. Thank you and have a nice day.